Good morning. Good morning. My name is Christine Scherfa. I'm a licensed practitioner at East Bay Church of Religious Science, and I'm here to speak the morning prayer. Wednesday morning prayer. Or perhaps you're listening at another time. Just the prayer to set our mind on spirit. And I'm starting with a quote from Ernest Holmes, this book, This Thing Called You. The theme for the Wednesday morning prayers is oneness. So I always come back to that theme. And this reading concerns oneness and gives us a way to think about this huge concept of oneness. Ernest Holmes writes, I know there is an inner presence in everything. I know that this presence responds to me. I know that everyone is an incarnation of God, that the living spirit breathes through all. I recognize the spirit, and it responds to me. I realize that everything is alive, awake, and aware with spirit. I commune with this divine presence. The spirit within me reaches out and communes with the spirit in everything and everyone I contact. It is the same spirit in all, over all, and through all. It is the same spirit in all, over all, and through all. So this is another way to think about oneness, that we communing with divine presence, not just in church, not just that thought of I'm communing with a divine presence up in the sky. No, that divine presence is all around me, as it is inside me. And it is in everything, in everyone, in everything, in the air, in the breath, in the clouds, in the sky. So, oneness, everything connected. And also the idea that this presence responds to me, that it is not ever separate from me, that I make an impact with my thoughts, with my ideas, with my words, with my actions, with my very, very being. And the truth is that this is the truth, that we may not be aware of it, but it's still true. This oneness, this mutual responding, this awareness. So I'd like to focus my prayer on that. For I do think that everything changes when we have this awareness, when we bring this awareness into our daily lives, into our every action, into our every thought. So right here and right now, I just declare that I know there's one. There is one life. There is just one life. There's not a good life and a bad life. There's not a life that's visible and invisible, that there's not this and that. There's just one. It's all one. It's all the same thing. It's all part of this almost unfathomable dimension. One life. I'm never outside of it. In this one life, spiritual principles have their way. Beauty, abundance, peace, love, health, healing, a healed existence, power, creativity, intelligence, the innate intelligence. These principles are all one with the one life. And since I am one with this one life, I am all of these things. They're in me, they're hardwired into me. I can touch them, I can reach for them, and I do. And I know that this is true for every single person. So as I remember my own divine intelligence, I remember yours. I remember theirs. Divine intelligence in all things, balance, harmony, goodness, kindness. All of these things belong to each and every one of us. They are flowing through us just as the blood flows through us. They are coming in and moving out just as the breath comes in and moves out. So knowing this, knowing that there is this basic oneness, I know that I move forward with a feeling of connection. That on this day and all days, I choose to remember the oneness. I choose to remember that this isn't something I've thought of, but this is. The oneness is, the connection is. The web of life exists, and it includes things that I know and includes things that I don't know. It includes people I know and people I don't know. And I know that this joy that comes into my heart when I focus on the oneness, that this permeates all things that I do, every action, every step that I take, every word that I speak. A profound joy of being one with the one life, of being one with the presence of spirit, which is the one life, of being connected with all. So I declare that this deep joy, this deep nurturing joy, is our birthright. It is a well inside of us that is just always ready to pour forward, pour out, pour itself out through us. As is true with love, as is true with gratitude. And this too, I know that as my oneness, my sense of oneness becomes conscious for me, I am filled with love. For there is no separation, there is no distance, there is no here and there, you and me. It is all this vibration, this energetic vibration. So I give thanks for knowing this truth because it allows me to be in the world without making divisions, without building walls in my thoughts or in my actions, but to just flow with the flow. I give thanks for this opportunity to declare this in your presence, to remind myself, to speak this word, to strengthen this muscle of oneness, this awareness of oneness. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks for the East Bay Church for providing this teaching in so many different ways, including this morning prayer. I give thanks for your being. I give thanks for all being. There's just one thing to do, and that is to release and let go and let God. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Have a blessed, blessed day.